Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a rumor that was actually mentioned during Nerd Theory, and Josh talked about it with me. And this is in regards to Luke, Han, and Leia returning to Star Wars in their own show. And of course, if you've been keeping up with the deepfake technology that they've been doing with not just Star Wars, but also Indiana Jones, then you know that it's come a very long way, and it's actually very possible to make something that's extremely realistic. So, let's start off with this article and we can see what it's talking about. A new rumor has stated that Lucasfilm will announce a new series of Disney Plus shorts starring Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Leia Organa at the upcoming Star Wars celebration. Sean O'Rourke, an industry professional who, according to his IMDb's bio, has over 20 years of experience working with renowned companies like Warner Bros., Disney, and Netflix, recently posted on YouTube claiming to have heard a rumor of new Disney Plus series announcement coming at Star Wars Celebration of a series of short films with Luke, Han, and Leia. The post also included the hashtags deepfake and CGI, as well as a de-aged image of Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones, Mark Hamill's Luke, and Carrie Fisher's Leia, suggesting that these rumored live-action shorts will be set during the original trilogy timeline and use deepfake technology to create era-appropriate versions of the main trio. However, until officially confirmed or debunked by Lucasfilm, this rumor should be taken with a grain of salt, of course, as all rumors should. Ford, Hamill, and Fisher first starred as their representative Star Wars characters in the eponymous 1977 film, which was written and directed by George Lucas. Let's fast forward a bit. Okay, Lucasfilm has experimented with deepfake technology since 2016's Rogue One Star Wars story, which superimposed the digital likeness of Peter Cushing and Carrie Fisher on Guy Henry's Grand Moff Tarkin, Dyla's Princess Leia Organa, respectively. A de-aged version of Leia also appeared in 2019's Rise of Skywalker alongside a younger version of Hamill's Luke. Jones' head was later digitally replaced with a de-aged version of Hamill's likeness from the 1980s. This process was also used for Hamill's Luke Skywalker cameo in the Book of Boba Fett, which they've now hired this YouTuber named Shamook. You can't really call him a YouTuber, but he started out on YouTube with his videos, and that's how he kind of got famous with his handle Shamook. Made insane deepfakes and did a lot better job than Lucasfilm and Disney. Okay, I literally just spent like the next 5 minutes reading this whole thing, thinking that there'd be something extra in there, but literally nothing. It was just like keywords being added and thrown in there for probably metadata and SEO traffic, and to make it like an article, but really it was just, there was nothing in there. So essentially, a guy who had a credible position working at Warner Bros., Disney, and Netflix recently posted on YouTube claiming to have heard a rumor of new Disney Plus series announcement coming at the Star Wars celebration of a series of short films. So, look, this could be totally fake, but it could also be very real. We could definitely be getting some sort of a short film series, which could be like Tales of the Jedi, maybe 10 minutes long each. I don't know, like 5, 6 episodes, 4 episodes, 3 episodes, one of Han, one of Luke, one of Leia. And it could be like a little, I would think that would be like a little tester to see how the fans react to something like that, and to get us sort of primed for the fact that deepfake technology is a real thing and it's a very viable option going forwards for possible movies to be continued or created when the characters are either no longer with us, may they rest in peace, or older now. So whereas we were kind of stuck before to have stories around characters to go with their aging, we can now go back in time and literally explore any sort of moment in Star Wars or any story, regardless of the characters of the actor's age or their, still being with us. Obviously, this is revolutionary. Obviously, it's going to change the way we see stories to this day, as they will eventually be able to create prequels to things that we never even expected to have a prequel of. I mean, we could go even as young as, Jake Lloyd's Anakin Skywalker, and we could have a series between, or I forget, enough with the series, a movie of Obi-Wan and Anakin after episode 1. I think that would be something a lot of fans would love to see. In fact, I got one of those comments during Nerd Theory. There's about 10 years of stuff that we could explore. A lot of really interesting stuff and things that would help us to understand more of Anakin's, dark side inclinations from a very early age, that Obi-Wan should have picked up on, the Jedi Temple should have picked up on, and should have nipped in the butt as soon as they could, or at least worked a way around how to deal with a child like this. So I, for one, would love to see that. I think telling the story of Luke and Han and Leia during, a time where we haven't seen them between the movies of 4, 5, and 6, or even in the movies, showing, different moments that perhaps where they were off doing things and we were focusing on another character, would be pretty cool to see. Now, that being said, there also is a concern when you can go into any timeline into Star Wars, you can also destroy it. You can meddle with too much. As we saw with the sequel trilogy for me, I felt like they absolutely destroyed Luke Skywalker's legacy and his arc as a character. Same with Han Solo's arc. They turned him into a deadbeat father who lost his freaking ship from being a war hero, a general. So for me, I always wonder, you know, how good is it to be able to have this technology that where we can go back and meddle with things that, you know, we don't really need to meddle with. Now, Disney owning Star Wars and wanting to, you know, make as much money as they can from their IP now. Of course, as technology advances, we're going to be getting things that we never thought possible. You know, case in point, the Mandalorian Season 2 finale. Now it's just going to get to the point where we can literally have characters that look exactly like they looked in their respective time of the original trilogy, or even younger, and we won't be able to tell the difference. I think with the Mandalorian Season 2 finale, we were able to see that it wasn't really all that perfected yet. The Book of Boba Fett, astronomical leap into perfection, and I think even beyond that, we're now going to get a completely different version of this deepfake technology, which I'm excited to see. Now, if we're going to get these shows or these shorts, I'm totally down for it, but I know a lot of people may not be. I want to see the fun of it. I want to see the enjoyment. I want to see what stories they're going to tell, and I'm going to sit back and I'm going to have fun with it. Hopefully, it doesn't ruin the character, but only adds to it. But you can never be sure these days, especially when it comes to, you know, Disney handling Star Wars and handling our legacy characters, as we learned with the sequel trilogy. Me being me, I'm always hopeful, and I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt that someone very competent with these characters will handle them with care and write something that actually makes sense with George Lucas' story, especially if it's in the timeline of the original trilogy and not after writing their own thing. Let me know what you think about this. I will see you guys all for the Mandalorian Season 3 premiere watch party tonight. It's going to be, of course, at midnight Pacific Standard Time or 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll probably do the Bad Batch watch party right after. We'll see how things go, how hyped the episode is. It's a short episode, so we might just, you know, move on to the Bad Batch maybe like, you know, 40 minutes later or something like that. We'll see how the night goes. But I'll see you guys in that one, and we'll be doing streams pretty much several hours even before that and just having fun, you know, building Lego, gaming, talking with chat, hanging out, and it'll be a good time. So hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will see you all in a little bit. I love you, and let me know what you think about this short series coming out. May the Force be with you always.